Yo guys, it's your boy Dylan alongside with my dad.
Yo, sorry we're doing a little bit of a camera adjustment here, but let's go ahead and get into it.
And also along with Hercules. Today we're going to do
He's
something.
our security guard.
Today we're going to do something that we haven't done yet, ever in our channel history. We're going to be predicting the college playoffs for the football side of college football.
Correct, yes. So pretty much, I like college football as well too, as he likes college football, the guy that's the dog that's trying to lick my head over here. And then Dylan likes college football. In fact, we were watching it yesterday, and there were lots of things that we were going over. It was great. It was wonderful. He's kind of upset that Michigan won. I'm happy they won. I'm kind of upset that Georgia lost. But let's go ahead and get into how I feel about this bracket right here, knowing that Florida State was undefeated and they get left out of it. And, you know, Alabama, sure, they put on that case to be in there. I just don't think that. I don't know. I don't know how they do everything.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think Florida State should be in the playoff.
Correct. I think it should be.
And it should be Alabama and Georgia facing off against each other again for the top, what I call the top five game.
Yeah, I think that's how that should work, really. I would give Alabama the number 5. I would give Georgia the 6th. I think it's only fair. Don't get me wrong. I understand undefeated. I understand strength of the strength that they put everything into. I just think that Florida State being left out, I think it should be Michigan playing Florida State, and then Washington and Texas, the Longhorns playing. So, you know, at least they got the Washington portion right. And Texas, I just don't think they got the other portion. And now you see both dogs in the window. That's because they're looking at their predictions.
Maybe they're looking to
But what do you feel?
Okay, so we're going to start with the top 5 game, which is going to be Florida State and Georgia. Unfortunately, Georgia lost to Alabama in the SEC championship. But again, even though Florida won, they're out of the playoff part. Well, they're out of the bracket.
They're out.
But they can still at least get top 5. You know what? I'm going to go bold. I'm going to say Georgia is going to get back on track with a win and end their season as a top 5 team.
You know, it's gone to show that in college football, anything can happen here. Georgia showed a lot of flaws that they could not handle. Offensively, they did and it wasn't that their defense played bad. It was their offense. They got no rhythm going out there. They were just really, management of everything was really scattered. They had a lot of questions out there, and you know, a lot of people I think expected it to be some sort of blowout game between the two. I didn't expect that. However, you know, did I think Georgia would come out and prevail? I thought they would have won. And unfortunately, you know, Alabama did. They, you know, congrats to them. They did play. They played their hearts out. They showed that, hey, you know, we can win this game. They played superb offensively and defensively. And even the week before, they played off stellar. So it's one of those things. However, you know, I guess because they figure they beat a 1 seed, that's why they figure maybe they should be in that playoff. However, I think there's that boundary of that Florida State they are undefeated. They won. Why aren't they in there? I think that kind of shows to me where there's a little bit of bias that either Georgia or Alabama have to be in that spot. I just don't think that as much as everything that Alabama earned that spot at number 4. But they made a case. That's what happens when it gets voted. And going from there. Now, when we go to Florida State versus Georgia, you know, I like Kirby Smart, but his team showed a lot of flaws. A lot of flaws that need obstacles to come. I think Florida State could possibly take advantage, but I do expect Georgia to be a top 5 team. I expect them to beat Florida State.
All right, now let's move on to the actual bracket. We're going to start with the 2 and 3, which is Washington versus Texas. And again, I mean, Texas is really the only team in the bracket that has the one loss that they have.
Correct. But they also beat Alabama.
Yes, so that is the reason why they are a higher seed than Alabama. Oh, well, I forgot that Alabama, they have a loss as well. But, oh well. But both teams did really good. I mean, you saw the Texas game yesterday where they basically won.
They just offensively
49-21.
Yeah.
I'm going to go a little spoiler here in this bracket. I don't think Washington's going to win. I think it's going to be the Longhorns.
You know, I like what Steve Starston has put together in Texas. He is from the Nick Saban pipeline at Alabama. And to be fair, Nick Saban produces very high quality of offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, special teams coaches, assistants, the whole 9 yards. So there's no doubt about it. Nick Saban is a great mentor to have leadership under. I like what Texas has done. I like what they've built into a program, and they're a very exciting program to see. And so between Washington and them, I like the way that Texas went out there. This could be exciting for the Longhorns in the future. I expect the Longhorns to go to the college championship game.
Now, for the next game we are going to be predicting would be Michigan and Alabama. Crimson Tide versus the Wolverines. Earlier around like halfway through the season, Michigan was actually criticized by the NCAA because of cheating, which, my dad thinks that they are going to fear that the NCAA is basically fearing, I wouldn't really say NCAA, but still, college football, they're basically fearing
Michigan.
Harborough.
I think they are. But go ahead.
So, I think, in my opinion, it's going to be a Michigan win and a appearance to the college football championship game.
Both teams have great programs. I like what Harbaugh has put together there. And look, here's my, as much as I'm criticizing for Alabama making it to where they are, they put on that case for it. Michigan deserves to be number one. J.J. McCarthy has done great this year. They find ways to win. They've really built this team. The 3 games that that Harbaugh was suspended, their leadership stepped in and played well. I have not seen one thing conclusively that shows Harbaugh to date, that he stole signs. Not saying that it does or doesn't happen. You have all those things. Look at baseball and then the pumping crowd noise in NFL. So you always have controversies. You have things that happen there. That being said, I don't see Harbaugh as the type of guy. The guy has a proven record. The guy has whether in college coaching or in NFL coaching, the guy has a proven record. He doesn't strike me as the type of person that would have to steal signs. He builds a lot. He recruits very well. He's a great head coach. I liked him as a player, and I like him as a head coach. I think the Harbaughs are 2 of the best in the game. John in Baltimore, Jim in Michigan. That being said, Alabama, they're locked up. They're always an explosive program. Nick Saban, they're high power. These are 2 teams that are going to have to be on their A game. Both are going to have to really play defensively and offensively lights out. I just think the team that's going to play a little better this year, that has that motivation to show, I like what the level of play has been, but you're not going to be able to catch them off guard. I think that Michigan might be the real deal this year, guys. I really do. I like what they've done. They showed what they were able to do capably and physically without Harbaugh. Everybody's energized. They want to get this for him. They want to make it special this year. They want to face all those critics. I think they've got, to me, they could be the underdog. I think Alabama, when you're playing Alabama, you're always the underdog. I don't think you are you're the party to win, even though you could be number 1 or number 2 in the nation. You'd still be. So I think they go in playing as an underdog. Therefore, they know what that expectation is. Michigan's going to have to prove it. I think Harbaugh has the talent to do it. I just think their offense tweaks a little better than the Alabama offense, and that lifts them in.
All right. So now for the championship game. again, it's not a big bracket, so we are already the championship game, which would be Michigan's Wolverines and the Texans, not Texans, the Texas Longhorns. I feel like it's going to be an interesting game. I feel like it's going to be a shootout, but in the end, as much as I really don't want to say that Michigan's going to win, I think Michigan is going to take the dub, and they are your 2020, technically 2023, 24 college football champions.
It's a hard one because I like them both. I like them both as head coaches. I like what both programs have been able to build. Harbaugh's been around for a while, same with Sarskin. They've been around for a while, so they're both reputable coaches. They're both reputable on and off the field. They both have had their scrutiny of themselves and going from there. Both are great. Both are very, very great. Something about me this year, the Wolverines have built a special team, and I think they are hungrier for it this year. I really do. I think they are hungry for it this year. J.J. McCarthy knows what he has to do to get it done offensively. They're gonna rally around him. They're gonna rally around Harbaugh this year, and I think Michigan winds up winning, and they are your college football national championship winner for the 2023-24 season. Or, well, for the 2023 into 2024 season. I think they will win it and go from there. I think it's going to be, though, I really do. I like, minus Alabama being in the 4th seed, I like how they have that done. I like how they played it out. And it should be rather interesting. It's going to be a good it's going to be a good playoff bracket, I think. I think it really will. So,
and we also have agreeing brackets. So basically that will do it for now for the college football playoff bracket predictions. If you guys want to see more predictions like this, then smash the subscribe button and smash like button.
Let us know your prediction.
Yes, let us know your predictions in the comments down below. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video.